Alright, I think I'm recording. Yeah. Not a good light on this camera for knowing when you're recording. Sort of annoying. It's another one of these Sony's bloggy thingy. Anyway, it's got a nice little swivel lens, which is sort of, a nice feature. But, kind of a gimmick. And, like the focal length and such. Anyway, speaking of gimmicks, I have a bag of words. Yes, here's a bag of words. So I'll pull a word out and do a couple of minutes on the word, and then I'll move on, do something else, and then I'll pull a word out, and then I'll move on. That kind of thing. So the word is... That's pretty funny. I threw penis in just as a joke. Like, there's 20 words, and I just threw penis in as a joke. And there it is. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. But yeah, just make the world go round, right? I mean, it's, if you have one, it's controlled you probably. I mean, there are some people who, have had penises and they really haven't been all that, But, for me, it's sort of like, the center of my being does gravitate down. It is the thing. And, its function is just so, it's so disgusting in many ways. I mean, here it is I don't even think of it this way, but yeah, you actually, urinate through it. It's just really gross, right? Maybe more of an angle here or something. Anyway, so that's really annoying. And then the use of it is just so, like, you just build up all this tension, and it just has to be satisfied, and, but it is like, you do have that, it's over, when it's over, and it is that kind of a crashing, fall off the mountain kind of sensation in a way. I mean, it's not, it's worse sometimes than others, right? I mean, sometimes it's, you feel, there's no lower than that low. And then other times it's just like, alright, I gotta do some kind of regular life thing now. I gotta live for something else. And so, you just kind of control, I'll cut some wood or whatever, or do some kind of silly thing, because now I have to fill in time between my next wank. So anyway, but yeah, I mean, sexual desire is a powerful motivator, no doubt about it. And penises are just funky weird. And sorry, I'm kind of moving with the sun here, not really working. So I guess, without getting into uselessly, I mean, there's no point in going too far, but here it is a fundamental function, and it's, the whole purpose is to do this stupid seed depositing thing, this pollen depositing, or however you want to look at it, and it's all just kind of gross and disgusting, and just thinking about all these little squirmy bits swimming about, and it's just, it doesn't, here it is involved in this kind of Romeo and Juliet kind of romantic imagery, and it's also in, this very viscerally natural, microbic. I mean, it has a strange dimension that it is so much a part of the connection between, the reality of what life is doing, this desperate survival game, and this most elegant part of our emotional life of, this act of intimacy and love and passion and all that beauty, So that's another corruption, is, how much of that sense of beauty has real integrity. Because I have to concede that many of the images throughout my life that I've considered beautiful have had a real sensual component to them. That sexual attractiveness kind of seeps into it. And so even there's this corruption of the crude part, weaseling in, there really isn't an elegant part. It's just a delusion of the aggrandizement we've acquired through culture, that we have these notions, this high-mindedness, and that without those cultural words, without that vocabulary that has something, violin music in it, the nature of the act is very aggressive, very unsophisticated, very physical. Yeah, that's it. It's very much just an act of our visceral, physical body. Fair enough. That's the first word. See if we'll do another word on the way back, I suppose. And then we'll do some other words in some other time, or something like that. I'm, try to keep it to a reasonable, I don't know, how much time did I waste here? 6 minutes, wow. Sorry. Had no idea. Supposed to do like just 2 or 3. Well, some words I'll probably do more, and well, it depends how much I feel like talking. Like I'm still talking now, and I shouldn't be. So anyway, till shortly. For you. Yeah, spin it around. It appears to be recording. Yeah, sorry about the leak noise. I hope it isn't outrageously horrible. It looks like the microphone is on the back of the camera, which really is stupid. The side you can see yourself. So, I could flip it around, but then I can't see the image, and then you end up doing this and this. And, So, whatever. It's always something. So, anyway, the first word showed up. Yeah, that's the first word. Evolution. That's the first one I wrote down. That's kind of funny. Yeah, big word. I already sort of taught, penis is the same as evolution almost. But just this whole idea of the design, the framework of creation, the fact that there is this mechanism. Yeah, that's right. That's the word for it. It's a mechanism that obliges the organisms to evolve, to adapt, to compete. So I guess that's the key word to evolution, is the fact of the competition it contrives. That's what makes it distinct from anything else, pretty much, right? Something couldn't evolve if it wasn't challenged by an environment. If it wasn't challenged by its own influence on the environment. So that's another part of it, right? Part of evolution is adapting to your own success. Changing, the form has to change to deal with the fact that, if it's successful, it might change the composition of the atmosphere. It might change the biology it has to live on. And the first organisms obviously had to overcome that. They had to basically learn how to eat the shit of the previous generation. They had to adapt. Learning is kind of the wrong word to use, but they certainly had to adapt to the new world created by success. Such dogs. Yeah, hey pups. That's the nature of nature, the nature of evolution. and sorry, distracting people and such. Distracting people, distracting me. So anyway, they're coming this way. So, I got a light out there. Hi.
Hi.
So, the structure that has created us, and the competition has sort of defined what we had to become. So, because the dinosaurs got killed, we became something different than what we would have been if they didn't get killed. Our ancestors. Success had a completely different definition. And isn't that kind of the joke in all of this? Is that success is very arbitrarily defined. A lot of people out today. It just kind of depends on circumstances. What the biology is doing, what kind of diseases it forms will shape what we become and how we live. Because success will be defined a new way. Based on our survivability, based on our habits. People with certain habits will die, certain people with other habits will live. That kind of arbitrary definition of winner and loser. And that's evolution. It's not an intelligent force, but it's a force that can create something like intelligence. It creates tools. Through the process of competition, we end up tool enabled. We end up with having an ability to adapt and change our behavior, to have a variety of behavior. It's probably the strength of the human, was the fact of that capacity to quickly adapt. How you doing? That's the more people evolving, adapting. Sorry, the air seems very thick. Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's enough on the subject of evolution. How many minutes did I do this? 5. Yeah, probably too many. Try to cut it down to. Oh, fuck it. We'll just do what we do. The hell with it. So I might as well do some scenics. Now I got the better resolution camera. Yes. Yeah, lovely. And such. Mostly. Kind of. Pretty much. Yeah. It's a yellow kind of world this year. Excuse me. Yeah. Sometimes that happens this time of year. You go for a run, and I guess you end up getting pollinated or mold spores or whatever. End up with an allergy. But whatever. Not too bad. Anyway, till next time. And I'll have more to say then on some other subject. Yeah, that's how it'll work. Back again. Reality. Yeah, that's a good word. In the dark. No, it's not really dark. This looks good on this camera. But yes, reality. Not a really great word. When I wrote it down, I said, boy, that's going to be a hard word to do much with. Because, yeah, but I guess you could look at it as the value of truth and argue that truth has value, or the fact that so much of the humans are living in a non-reality. Sorry, I'm going to transplant some stuff. Tomato plant. Yeah, look how many tomatoes I got. It's a really great plant, isn't it? I ought to take it inside. Yeah, actually, I probably should do that. Except I just broke it. But it really won't do anything valuable inside, will it? No, it won't. So fuck it. And we got some forget-me-nots here. Probably should save those. Yeah, I think I'll put these away for the winter. So anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, get back to the frickin' video, you idiot. Alright, I'll do that after I finish the video. Reality. It's not much you can say. Yeah, it's an impossible subject, reality. Damn, look at that. They ate my bush to pieces. Damn. Anyway. Yeah, so that's the reality of the world you live in. This is what you live for. Oh, the bush got eaten. Oh, what a tragedy. Not really, right? This is my asparaguses. I was hoping to get seeds. I don't see any seeds. The deer ate the ends. Yeah, they ate the seeds off. Wow. Stinkers. Yeah. Well, that didn't work out. Again. You see those little tiny flowers but no seeds. Yeah, damn. Alright, this video is going absolutely nowhere. I have no excuse. Yeah, I had the obligation to make a video, and I was just saying I can't do anything with reality. Ah, there's a bunch of seeds. Look at those. That's a good bunch. Hope I didn't damage anything there. It's a little rough. Should always cut asparaguses. Yeah, there we go. Bingo. Okay. Pick those inside. So, yeah, anyway. I've got so much to do out here. Gosh, it's such a mess. I still got one tomato growing. Yeah, mostly. But it's gonna get cold. So, things have to be put away for the winter as such. So anyway. Yeah, really, this was a waste. I'm sorry. I should start over, but I've made the video now, haven't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's not much to say. Reality-wise, we're not living in reality. We're just living in these contrivances of culture. You can see it. There's just so many different kinds of cultures. Different people live for different things. You know, different bullshit controls them. And, you know, and where is reality in the story? You know, it's just disappointing. What the hell is this? Got a string on it. And some spinner of some kind, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I guess it was a lettuce spinner that broke. So I saved the part for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so we don't really live in the real world. We live in this world of things, you know, things that mean something, tools and mechanisms and games that we play, or augmentations to the game, so we can play reality, you know, through the filter of what has become important to us through this game of culture, through this game of our conditioning and what our preferences are, what have been defined as our food tastes. You know, instead of, you know, some people see purpose in, you know, eating animals, let's say, and I would instead be chasing a carrot or something. You know, yeah, so we just play a different game, and we all call that our reality. And you know, but it is kind of just a horrible cheat of reality. What's that sound? I don't have that pot on. This is a water heater. I don't know why it's on. I guess I used some water and it turned on. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I made a mess out of this one. Well, not, this last bit was worth it. I don't know if it was worth the entire 5 minutes of mess, but yeah, it was an okay kind of description of how we're just you know, were contrived. You know, all these little things that are somehow useful in my existence. You know, stretchy old tape. It's old black tape that really is quite useless, but I have it just in case there's some purpose. You know, something that needs a lot of taping with tape that isn't very sticky. You know, an old windshield wiper from a car that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So anyway. But yeah, this is, you know, how we live. We live in these containers, and we all have a different, you know, distortion. It's like yeah, that's kind of a good metaphor maybe. It's like we're all in a kind of fishbowl, and each bowl has its own defects, you know, its own little chips or bangs or crookedness, flares of light and, you know, distortion, and we all live in a different distortion, but we can, if we try to be intelligent, we really can know the difference. What are these moths coming from? I gotta get rid of them. I see you down there. There's a spider after that one. That's pretty cool. I wonder if the spider's going to get him. You can see the spider's shadow down there. The moth is creeping up over there. The spider's like, oh, okay, I gotta get that fucker. Oh, he missed him completely. It's over here, you idiot. You missed him entirely. Anyway. So anyway. Fruit fly. Yeah, I gotta... Yeah, obviously I have to take care of things better than I am. Gotta do a better job of living. So anyway, that's enough of the video. So those are 3 words. And, yeah. And hopefully the next word will be better. This is one of the toughest words. So this one's probably the hardest words to make something out of. Well, I don't know if that's evolution is a good word, but yeah, it's a big word. Reality's pretty big too. Anyway, that's enough. Okay, so until next time. Search button. This one.